Well, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Been a few weeks since I said hello to everyone, so I hope everyone is doing well. I am doing a midweek camp out. I thought I would find a spot to do some hiking and camping and just enjoy this beautiful weather that we're having now. It's in the low 80s. I wish I had wore shorts, to be honest with you, but it'll cool down tonight. We're up in the mountains here, so we should be able to get some nice cooler temps once the sun goes down. But yeah, I've been wanting to check out. This is a primitive campground. There are some RV sites and hookups and all that fancy stuff as you come into the campground, but there's some really nice primitive sites up here with some elevation. And there's just dozens of mountain bike trails and hiking trails around here. So it's later in the afternoon, so I'm gonna get camp set up and go for a little hike after that. Check back with you soon. Anybody remember that brand? Pre-MSR. Well, that is the Walrus backpacking tent, 3.5 pounds, that I used to backpack with for many, many years. And it hasn't seen any sleep time in quite a few years, so I thought, why the heck not? I mean, it's got a lot of great memories come along with it. Backpacking tents today have gotten a lot lighter. Like I said, this is an MSR company now, which has made a huge name for themselves in the camping and backpacking world. But I still have this old tent, so I'm gonna use it. And I guess so, while we're still on the subject of older gear, let's talk about my sleeping pad. So this is an old Thermarest ultralight. The only thing that this requires is to open the valve and a couple of yes. Well, since we're on the subject of old gear, why don't we just go for the trifecta? So this is my North Face blue kazoo. I think I bought it when I bought the tent. It's about 20 years old, and it looks it. And it's a 20-degree bag. Well, it was a 20-degree bag when I bought it, but if I had to guess, it's more like a 30-degree bag now, which is fine for a night like tonight. I do have a nice Marmot 45-degree. I thought about bringing it, but you just never know up here in the mountains how the temperature can drop. So it's gonna be a good night. Look at that view in the background. Beautiful. Just a beautiful piece of property out here in this campground. There's some wide open spaces. All kinds of these little buildings. Neat little stages everywhere. There's a few RVers out here in this open air, but there's plenty of space in between them all. Get a little panoramic here. I want to, there's a few up there. It's midweek, so it's not a lot of people up here, but I want to get some elevation and look down on the whole place. I think it'll be pretty awesome. Interesting little piece of wood there. Super dry. Some really good dry tinder around this camp. We should be able to strike with that. Where's my kit? Just an absolute gorgeous, it's gonna be a gorgeous sunset on the other side of those trees over there. All right, so let's see what happens. Look at that. I need to make this lanyard longer. Yeah, okay. Oh, man. Well, my friends, we have got camp set up. Got a little fire going here. Didn't get to do quite as much hiking as I would have liked to. I might set my alarm for early in the morning. So my tent's over there, so it's a little distance away from the campfire. I did bring my solo stove and some pellets if I wanted to do something late night closer to the tent. But all that, it's time for a cold beverage. So today we brought out Fat Orange Cats Dazed and Confused Teenage Kittens IPA. That's a mouthful. So this is one of our brands, distributed by 12%, and it's kind of a gypsy brand, but I thought I'd stop by one of my local bottle shops and pick up something tasty for tonight. So I brought a couple of these, and that's probably all I'll have this evening. I wanted to make this night kind of as simple as possible, considering I am working in the morning. So it was one of those situations where I have to work 2 days in an area that's 2 hours from my home. So it just made sense to come out here and stay the night in the woods, within 6 miles of where I need to be in the morning, as opposed to a 2-hour drive. So anyway, with all that said, we're gonna do a simple dehydrated meal for dinner tonight from Happy Yak, and we're going to do a simple oatmeal dish in the morning. I picked up some really good, there's a really good, that fire is hot. There's a really good roaster, coffee roaster here in Floyd, and Red Roosters. So I stopped by there on the way up here, and so I've got some fresh beans. I mean, I think I saw the date on it, 4/14. Super fresh roast. So that's gonna be breakfast. Cheers, and tables too. Oh, that's good. Well, y'all, I've gotten hungry. So I know we have a fire going on now over there, but I'm gonna go the easy route tonight. We're just gonna do, here's what we got from Happy Yak tonight. So we've got the shrimp curry with rice. And so, yeah, I haven't had this one yet. Everything I've had from Happy Yak has been excellent. It's pricey. I don't know if you can zoom in on that, but it's the quality is good. So that's what we're rolling with tonight. Happy Yak. And my friend Landon at my local outdoor gear store, that's what he carries. So I want to support that guy as much as I can. So I'm just happy that he carries a good product. Call for about 1 2/3 cups of water for the meal. So that's what we got there. back with you when it's done. Man, I popped that open and it smelled like a seafood restaurant. And I don't know, man. I was just like, what? So we're at about 17 to 18 minutes on this. So I gave it a stir at about 8 minutes. So I think we're good to go. Trying it out. As I mentioned before, the Happy Yak shrimp curry with rice. So give it a last little stir. And I'm kind of surprised the shrimp. I was expecting these little bitty shrimp, but not bad. So let's check on the taste. Pretty good. Does not disappoint. That's a yellow curry, which is a milder curry than red. But flavors are fantastic. There's a reason why you pay a little bit more for these meals. So daggone good. All right, guys, I've decided to move camp a little closer to the tent because the sun is going down and it's not going to be long before we say goodnight to everybody. Don't you just love this time of year? It is, I did have to put some long sleeves on. It got a little cool, but now the breeze is kind of settled down a little bit, and it's very, very peaceful out here. I moved camp down here. I brought my solo stove. It's very light in the backpack. And like I said, I don't really need it for warmth so much, but nice ambiance, right? It hadn't got completely dark. It's around 8:30, I think. I've let my fire up the way burn down a little bit. I can still see some embers. I'll make sure that thing is good and doused before I go to sleep. Yeah, this is a nice little setup down here. I'm enjoying myself. I've been listening to some music, some of my favorite bands, and yeah, I've had a great time. That Happy Yak meal filled me up. So anyway, I'm gonna play with twigs and feed my little solo stove for a little while, listen to some more music, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Good morning. Beautiful sunrise over there on the across the way. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get a really good night's sleep, and it didn't have anything to do with the critters. I heard a few close by, all kinds of wild animal sounds down here last night, things I'd never heard before. I'm gonna get up and make some coffee and make a little breakfast and get my day going. Been another beautiful day.
I picked up the Old Joe, Old Crow Cup of Joe. It's a medium roast, which is what I prefer. And so yeah, it has a 4/14/2023 roasting date, so super fresh. Kodiak oatmeal. Heard good things about it. I've never picked it up before. It's the maple and brown sugar. I think it's a good way to start the day. All right, my friends, coffee is ready. Very good, very good. I've had that coffee before. I remember it being really good. And a little oatmeal with apples here this morning. I've got my little apple tray right here. But I'm just gonna break down camp after I finish up here and head to work. I hope everybody has a great rest of your week. I want to thank you for tagging along. I want to thank any new subscribers and people who find a little interest in my content. But anyway, until next time, peace.